Today is January 2nd. It's the first episode of 2024. The Yankees still need some starting pitching help. Let's talk all about it. Let's talk Yanks.
Help!
Help!
You want to do the Mista lady? You
Mister,
like that?
Mister. Lady, you're scaring us. Time for Talkin' Yanks. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. BBM in the corner, subbing in for BBD, who's on vacation to like Oklahoma or something like that. I forget entirely where, but go look for him, and if you find him, pants him. This episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. Code Yanks can get you $20 off your first purchase over there. You download the app, #1 rated ticketing app, over 70,000 stuff that you can buy tickets to in your area right now. And they let you know if it's a good deal or a bad deal. So thanks to SeatGeek. Thanks to you. Happy New Year. Jake.
James. Big baby Matt. Power hungry Matt, people are calling him. Yeah, make sure you download SeatGeek. It's almost spring training time, Jim. We might have a big announcement coming soon about that.
Oh, yeah.
Little teaser. We might be going down to Tampa. We might do an event this year. So we'll, we might.
It's a rough tease.
Yeah, it's going to happen. So we're not prepared yet. So, but hey, maybe get excited.
I thought maybe you got a camp invite.
I mean, at this point, we're kind of at camp invite season.
Yeah, you're like the stalking horse for Rortvet.
How about, don't call me that.
That's rude to Rortvet, to be honest.
We've got Gio Urshela rumors. There was a trade we have to cover, so there's actually a little bit to chew on this Talkin' Yanks episode. And I think we're going to get ourselves a little mad.
I'm mad. Yeah, I'm getting mad. But we can talk about some of the other stuff first. First up, Yankees trade Estevan Florial for Cody Morris. We both made kind of like review videos, reaction videos.
Really nice apology.
You have anything more on this? Estevan Florial was out of options,
right,
and they already picked up Oscar Gonzalez from the Guardians,
right,
who has options. So kind of that's the positionally depth move. That's the one-for-one there, is you're subbing out what Florial offers you with Oscar Gonzalez as a triple A center fielder that gets called up first. And then, but in the actual return for Florial, they got Cody Morris, who shut the Yankees down for 2 innings in the ALDS 2022. How about that?
Cody Morris is a guy you're going to see playing the Yankees this year. He has options.
Yep.
He has been a reliever and a starting pitcher. There's a double connection here, Jim. One, obvious one. He was in Cleveland during Matt Blake's time in Cleveland.
Yep.
So Matt Blake probably likes Cody Morris. And the bigger Yankee thing, do you know where he went to college?
With Clark.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Monty, Clark, Cody Morris. We're a South Carolina Yankees team.
Is he from the same town as Jordan? Sumter?
I don't think he's from the same town.
Didn't we have two guys
they
from
went to the
Sumter?
same college. No, it looks like he's from Maryland.
Oh, we're in Maryland.
Sam probably knows him.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Cody Morris. I think they're going to try and stretch him out. He was recovering from an injury, teres major.
Right.
And went to the bullpen last year. But he had some, in September of 2022, he had a decent amount of starts for the Guardians when they were kind of like at the end of the season there in a playoff team and looking pretty good. He got, I think it was 6 or 7 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and the last 2 were like real.
Yeah, spring training.
They just have no pitching.
Spring training storyline. Will Cody Morris be stretched out? I think he will, like you're saying.
To like 3 innings in spring training, and then they'll have him ready to do like kind of what they did with King. Not saying they're going to get the same results.
I guess that'll be the interesting thing. Do they see him in a King-type multi-inning role? Do they see him as potentially... I mean, right now he's their 5th starter. So will they see him
Clayton
as their...
Beater.
I think if the season started tomorrow, I think Cody Morris would be the 5.
Okay.
But yeah, do they view him as their 7th starter? Because I believe he has options. So he's a guy that's going to ride the bus for the Yankees this year. Will it be in the bullpen? Will it be a starter? Will he start the season on the team? Like, how much do they like Cody Morris? Because we know the Yankees, Florial fell out of favor, 26 years old. And right now he's listed as like the last guy on Cleveland's bench. So we'll.
Yeah. I think Cody Morris, when I was looking at the data and the numbers, he's a fastball cutter pitcher. Those are his 2 primary pitches. They make up like 80% of his arsenal. And then he's got, 20-something his curveball changeup. But what's interesting is his 4-seam fastball and his cutter get rocked. All the numbers are really bad. His 4-seam fastball last year had a 667 slugging against, and his cutter last year had an 882 slugging against.
Limited action. 8 innings.
2022. His 4-seam fastball had a 686 slugging against.
Not as limited.
With a 371 batting average against. Meanwhile, his changeup and his curveball have really good numbers. Now, that could be because they see them. They're sitting fastball cutter, and then they get those. But this might be a guy where Matt Blake says, why don't we take that 4-seam, turn it into a 2-seam? Why don't we take that curveball, turn it into a slider? Let's see what we can do here, because the pitch percentage and then the pitch numbers aren't like compatible.
Here's what I know. Matt Blake likes this guy.
You don't know that.
I know that.
Because Cash can operate on his own.
And Matt Blake has deserved every right. Like, is he like our most confident thing we are as Yankee fans?
Well, the first base coach does a good job.
Some games.
Do they get picked off a lot?
Travis
Chapman.
We used to get mad at the Yankees base running a lot, and he's a part of that.
Well, I don't think he was there in 2021. Maybe he was.
They were just slow in 21.
Maybe he was. Harkey.
We like Mike Harkey's.
Yeah.
We used to talk about him a lot.
Yeah. He's a fun guy.
If you're into it, Cody Morris has really good career minor league stats. And he is 27 years old. So I don't know. I think this is a guy, if you're a Yankees fan who listens to Talkin' Yanks, if you got to this point.
How many options does he have? He has a lot of options, right?
I mean, in life.
2, 3. And in life, probably baseball and
I think he probably,
else.
real estate. He's probably into
Everyone
like hunting or fishing.
thinks they can do that.
Right.
And then you're like, whoa, I'm not made up for this. I mean, it's sales.
Oh, not like selling real estate.
Oh, just like taking
It's like
pictures
flipping.
of houses.
Like, I think he's kind of handy.
Oh, okay. Well, the flipping game's getting dangerous, just to let you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, they need more legislation around it.
He's got 2 options.
2.
So,
Baseball and flipping.
where I was, if you're a Yankees fan, I think this is a guy you'll want to know for the 2024 season. I almost said 2027. I don't know if he'll be there then.
Okay. Good.
Lane, no.
That's good.
Sorry, Cody. I mean, it's just baseball.
It's nice that you checked or something.
Baseball.
Is Hamilton on the team next year?
Yeah. He's currently listed in the pen.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's currently listed as our 4th option in the pen. Yanks still have work to do, Jim, and this is why you're mad. Maddie, hit him with the Jimmy's Mad segment.
Nothing I say should be important to anyone.
Power hungry Matt over there.
I'm mad because they need pitching.
I'm mad.
Because
Right.
all right, here's why I'm mad.
Yes.
Because I know what's happening, and I understand what's happening
Right.
to a degree. Yamamoto was worth, in their opinion, $300 million. A lot of people are saying, well, you're going to give $300 million to him, just go spend that on the other guys. But what may be true,
Right.
or it could be wrong, but what I think the Yankees definitely believe is that there's not 2 guys out there that are good enough to at 150 each. And the prices, every time a new starting pitcher gets signed, the prices that they're getting are insane, to the point where it's making me think the Yankees are out on the market there. until it settles down. Example being Frankie Montas getting $15 million from the Reds, I believe.
16
million incentives.
Yeah.
16 with incentives. That makes no sense. Giolito coming off a really bad season, getting $20 million a year for 2 years.
In a way, it's the price of pitching. I mean, Syndergaard, what was that? When he was coming off, TJ, he got the 1 year with the Angels. That was
that was an Angels botch job. But the Phillies,
right? But Montas is of the same ilk.
It's Boris. I mean, I don't know if Giolito's a Boris agent, but Montas is, I believe. So those are crazy numbers. And then if you want to go up a little bit to get your one-piece rental or your spot starters, and then you want to go up even more to Snell and Monty, they're going to get a ton of money. And Monty's a Boris agent, I believe. So I think the Yankees are kind of balking at the market, and you can hear Cashman's quotes. He always has them. The market was crazy, or we didn't agree with the market. So then they turn to trades. Maybe they've been doing so much talk with the Guardians because they're trying to get Bieber. That's my fan fiction. They keep calling up about Shane Bieber, and they're like, well, we just waived Oscar Gonzalez. Why don't you put a claim in on him, see if you can get him? Okay, done. Got it.
You think there was a bored moment in the trade talks with Cleveland?
Yeah.
The Yanks were like, hey, we want Bieber. How can we figure this out? And then, SpongeBob meme, 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Maddie
it basically was like,
hey,
we're not close. We're not close on this deal. And Cash was like, or the Guardians were like, let's just prove that you will do a trade.
Right.
Like, you will walk one over this finish line. Maybe not the big one, but let me show me you can reel in a fish. So they traded Florial for Cody Morris. So then Cash came back. It's like, okay, good. And they're like, click. See ya.
Click.
But I think they're trying to work on the trade market now. I don't think they have much to offer. They have Peraza, and that's kind of it. They're
Spencer Jones.
Yeah,
People
Spencer Jones. They're not going to trade. They're not going to trade the Martian, and I don't believe they're going to trade Austin Wells. So I think really it's Peraza, who has value to a team.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, if you're doing...
Can't trade more pitching.
Judge is going to be here forever. We're assuming the Yankees are going to extend Soto, although that'll be hell next offseason. And Dominguez. The Yankees outfield should be full for the next 5 years.
2027.
With Cody Morris's Yankees in 2027. That Spencer Jones, I guess I hadn't computed this yet, but that seems like a big-time trade candidate.
Yeah, or they go back to the original Pablo Lopez stuff, and Glaber's on the table now. If they really don't like the free agent market and they want to go get, but they need starting pitching, then you can't go get Soto for 1 year and not go get starting pitching right now. That's the conundrum where, unlike last year, where we were saying you need to go get these outfielders, we didn't have the caveat of, well, you can't do that move and then not do these moves. Last year, they just didn't do any moves.
Right.
They just ran back the same thing when we were begging them and telling them not to. This year, you can't go trade all that pitching for Soto, for 1 year of Soto, and then have no rotation.
Right. Because, as I just said, we're going to assume the Yankees are going to be the Yankees and extend Juan Soto, and he's been one of the pieces on their whiteboard that they've been planning on getting at some point and giving him that kind of contract. But that hasn't happened yet. All the stuff we used to say about Cole's contract, and then they signed Judge, and now you have Juan Soto. I guess that's, I don't want to say the bright spot for the Yankees, but they have to do...
You got to do something. All this snow. This snow?
Not saving Silverman. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Not a lot of snow this year.
Dude, December's not a cold month anymore.
It got cold, but no snow. It was 30.
It never snows in December anymore.
No. We got flurries the other day in New Jersey in the morning time. Didn't stick anywhere.
It's nice.
Yeah. I was up in Vermont. No snow there either.
So what will the Yankees do, Jim? They're going to make a bet on a couple players.
I hope so.
Probably at the DraftKings Sportsbook. And my goodness, college football fans. You watched the games last night, Jim?
I watched them.
You like him?
No, Bama quarterback dumb.
New customers, if you go to the DraftKings Sportsbook, you can bet on the championship game, and you will get $150 in instant bonus bets for betting just $5 on the championship game. Download the app now, DraftKings. Use code YANKS, DraftKings. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 in college football only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code YANKS. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. I'm at Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Ages vary by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Did you watch all the press conferences with Alabama? Because I need answers.
I didn't watch all the press conferences.
Did the quarterback?
With Alabama.
What's the Alabama's quarterback name?
Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe?
Yeah.
You said it real fast. Did he just spaz out because it was a
Alabama
bad
game.
snap and just run straight ahead?
No.
Or was that the play call? Because the dude in the flat was wide open.
He was their best player, and I think they did like a football game on the line, keep it in your best player's hands.
He just ran right into a brick wall.
Yeah.
Fell. It was really dumb.
I think that's the problem. The other team was like, I think they're just going to have him run it because that's what he's good at.
The running back was open. Actually, there was the one defender that could have maybe cut him off, but he was calling for the ball.
Roll Tide.
Washington quarterback is Washington State.
Penix.
Same shit. He's awesome.
He's awesome. We like him.
Yeah.
Talking Giants ad. What are the Yankees going to do? Do you think they're going to trade for a starting pitcher?
Yes.
Nice.
But not
one of the names you think people would be talking about. Bieber's probably the most in play.
Can I?
Because they did their. They showed the Guardians we can do a trade.
Can I be honest with everyone at home?
I think so.
None of the rest do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing that's the same thing that Cashman and the Yankees are feeling. For the price?
Right.
Like Snell, Monty, Cease, Bieber. They're all really good pitchers.
Burns
does it for me. I don't think they will have anything to trade with them.
When you say does it for me.
What Yamamoto was doing for me.
Okay.
I think those guys,
I mean, that's fair.
They slot with Rodon if he has the season he should have.
Right.
But you're going to have to pay way more. You're going to have to, like, Monty's going to get more than Rodon.
Probably close.
He's saying that
Very
that's
close.
the starting point.
Right.
Boris is saying. Boris usually lands what he just got $16 million for Montas. So the White Sox, apparently, their asking price for Cease has been crazy. They wanted Jackson Holliday from the Orioles, who's their number one prospect.
LOL.
So they're probably saying they want the Martian for Cease or some stupid shit like that. So that's
right.
I understand. So I'm in a weird point where I want the Yankees to do something, but I also understand, like, yeah, the requests might be crazy for what you have to do. So Monty coming back, I like it. He's going to get so much money that the Yankee, I don't know. I don't know. I want them to go find me something I don't know exists. Cease would be really good, but his apparently his asking is crazy from rumors.
Yeah, I'm
the Yankees don't have much to trade.
I clicked I went back to we did a TY starting pitching options episode. Yeah. Yamamoto headline.
I think we walked away with Yamamoto or bust.
He's out. Nola at the time. Monty, Snell are still on the board. Those would be viewed as two impactful lefties. I mean, the contract is kind of the issue with those two. But if either of those guys were pitching for the Yankees next year, we'd have some excitement about them.
Ow. Snell doesn't do it for me because I just see it 0% happening.
Right. That's where I'm at with Corbin Burns. I
agree.
The Yankees, I don't think they have the trade assets to get Corbin Burns.
I agree.
Shane Bieber, there's a part of my heart opening if that's one of two moves. Like if the Yankees get Bieber,
I think that's going to be the move.
and Monty Snell, or if the Yankees got Bieber and Imanaga, or if the Yankees got Bieber and they traded with the Marlins, who said they got some of their pitching is always available. So maybe that's your Glaber and Spencer Jones move.
Yeah. The only problem
just
is the
feels
Guardians never want prospects. They want Florial types. They want guys that are going to go straight on the 40-man. Like, are they going to want Pereira? I don't think so.
Yes.
They might. They might be the only
They
team
want
out there.
Florial.
Yeah. Guardians.
Forgot about Pereira.
He's tough because once the Yankees put him on their 40-man, other teams, if they trade for him, he has to go on their 40-man. And I don't think that's a benefit.
I think teams still like Pereira. He's very young and he has exit velo, which we know teams care about that.
The Yankees do.
So yeah, I guess the other thing, and this one makes me a little nervous. The Yankees are going to sign one starting pitcher. Like, they have to.
They have to.
What would be scary there is the Yankees would then have 5 starting pitchers, which, as we do at the beginning of every Yankee season, you need at least 7 or 8. The Yankees were into 8 to start last season. And they've always had Herman floating around as just like a bonus pitcher if they need him. Like, hey, we kind of hate you, but we're going to need a starting pitcher at some point, and you're going to pitch 13 starts for us. He's gone.
Yeah.
So the Yankees should be adding a lot of starting pitching. The one thing that's been in the back of my head, because you mentioned the Yankees, it's actually not full tea leaves. Like, they kind of say their plan. Wasn't there a Sherman article out at one point that was like, the Yankees' backup plan is just load up the bullpen again? So could we just see the Yankees go like Jordan Hicks, Josh Hader?
Ugh. Not of those names at the plan.
Right.
Not of those names.
Because that would make the Yankees bullpen has some depth to it right now, but the high end part of the Yankees bullpen isn't what it normally is.
Yeah, maybe. Or you have the options for free agency is Snell, who I just don't see happening. I just don't think he wants East Coast. I don't think Yankees want to pay the Cy Young price for him. Stroman, I don't see that happening. Monty, I do kind of see that happening. It would be very odd. You have to save face. You have to pay him a ton of money after you traded him away. Monty would want to come back and join his boys, not necessarily the bosses, but his boys.
Business. It's a business.
Clayton Kershaw's available. Don't see that happening. Clevenger's available. I don't see that happening. Sean Manaea's available. That would be like, I could see them doing that, but I don't like love it at all. Lorenzen.
I mean, those are 2 guys that if they're your 6th option, you like them.
Ryu. I can see the Yankees doing Ryu.
I could see that.
Yeah.
That's been in my head, and I kind of like Ryu.
I used to a lot.
He's a fun pitcher. He also will get hurt, though. So, like, if you're getting Ryu, you need another pitcher.
Yeah. Ryu's 37.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Jake. James Paxton's available.
We have talked ourselves into that one, but that's like
not really.
That's another pitcher. That's a twofer.
Jake Odorizzi's available. Zach Greinke, Alex Wood. So I don't see any of this happening.
Like Ryu and Paxton are the equivalent of one MLB starting pitcher.
Do you want me to tell you the most likely thing? Like, there's going to be other moves. This isn't going to be the only move, and I'm going to claim this, even though you're the one that said it.
Okay.
A couple episodes ago. Luke Weaver's in the Yankees rotation.
You think Luke Weaver's back?
He's the 6th starter or the 5th starter, depending on how. Like, if they go load up on bullpen, Luke Weaver's in the 5th starter, and he's back. They liked what he did last year. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs against the Blue Jays. Last game of the season for him.
Luke Weaver's back.
5.1 shut against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
World Series Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, but you remember that series?
Sure do.
It was like rain out, day game. No one cared. Actually, that was Friday night on grass. So I do think that he's back.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping there's something crazy. You know? Mariners.
I guess that's...
Mariners.
Hey.
Give up more of your people.
Easy with that.
Why? They're bad.
You want a salary dump some of your good pitching?
Salary, what? This guy's controlled cost.
We
can't afford him.
Trade for Robbie Ray? Just take his contract?
No.
The tight pants on the Yankees.
No.
That would be
Robert Ray.
Let
me go find you someone Seattle can't afford.
I guess so. Here's where I'm a little surprised. I get why Snell's not real for you. I've said from the start, if Snell happens, that's a Judge signing. But couldn't you see? Like, I think they could sign Snell and Hader for less than Yamamoto's contract. And I could see the Yankees being like, we signed a 2-time Cy Young winner and the best reliever in baseball for less than what we would have paid Yamamoto.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't think Snell wants it.
I think you're kind of right. But it's not like he's never pitched in the East Coast, and he's pitched at Yankee Stadium. Like,
the bullpen theory is crazy because we kind of went away from that. Like, they did it, didn't work.
Right, but doesn't the Yankees bullpen feel incomplete right now?
Sure, but you're gonna have guys come off of we still have guys on the IL. No. That aren't listed the way Fangraphs has it listed?
I don't know.
No?
What are you thinking about?
Is Efros just on there right now?
Efros is currently listed in the Yankees
and
bullpen.
they got rid of Trevino.
Trevino's
so Holmes, Loizaga, Canely, Hamilton, Efros, Victor Gonzalez, Ron Marinaccio, Nick Ramirez. Yeah. Yeah, that does feel light.
Like, if the season started tomorrow, there's 3 pitchers you'd feel confident pitching the 8th inning. That's Clay, Loizaga, Canely.
They were linked to Yariel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
George Kirby makes $500,000.
You like him.
Bryce Miller, $500,000.
Don't think we have the assets to go get George Kirby.
It's a salary dump. Mariners are trying to cut costs.
No. Now this is on Mariners.
Logan
Reddit.
Gilbert,
They're mad.
$5 million.
Oh.
He's out.
Luis Castillo.
Wasn't that some reporter?
There was like a rumor.
Some reporter wrote that. Joe's was like, what? Okay, get him. He's got a 4-year deal.
Robbie Ray's a salary dump at this point. I think that's my sneaky leak from this episode.
But he's coming back after injury. I don't even know when he's going to get back.
Right.
I don't know if him and Cole don't seem like they get along.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
They'd be beefing.
Like genuine lefty-righty beef.
Yeah. I just don't like the guy. That's what their quotes would be.
I think we're going to be talking about pitching a lot. I think there's going to be different rumors. The Yankees still need a minimum A starting pitcher. Probably 2. Probably 3.
2.
Probably 2.
Well, Luke Weaver.
It's what level of starting pitcher?
I'm not counting Luke Weaver.
And I think an impact reliever. They were connected to Jordan Hicks before. We know they've wanted Hader in the past.
That's going to be pricey.
Hader seems like Californian.
Cut his hair?
I know. If you give him $100 million.
His hair's been shorter before.
I think so. I think the other
sometimes it gets too long. You got to clean it up.
I think the other thing we need to talk about this episode is there's been.
Oh, IKF signed with the Blue Jays.
Well, have we actually done Gio, which is kind of the same conversation?
No, but I can debunk that for you immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, the Mets will be signing Gio Urshela.
Oh, that was a.
And whoever is Gio Urshela's agent has leaked that the Yankees are interested, so that the Mets will act faster.
I like that.
It comes from a reporter for The Athletic that I don't even know. I had the article open.
I guess the only thing I'll say.
And it was like, the Mets are interested, but so are the Yankees. And
right.
I was like, no, I don't know.
So I believe in your theory. The only thing I'll say, I'm slightly hyped for another Yankee bench piece. Gio checks the boxes that you talked about, that it would have to be an infielder. Gio played around. He played every infield position last year.
Yeah.
And a little TBT talking Yanks. The offseason before the Yankees traded Gio, I said I wanted Gio back as the bench util guy.
Yeah.
Which would be this role. And everyone just loves Gio, but I think you're right.
So the article is on The Athletic by Will Salmon. And how it's
Salmon?
How it's written, Salmon, Sammon, Simone?
No L.
No L. Silent anyway. Thus, someone like Gio Urshela may fit the profile because the Mets are looking for additional help at third base. Ideal fit being a right-handed hitter. And it wouldn't be surprising them to look for someone who offers good defense at an affordable price. Urshela has attracted interest from the Mets and the New York Yankees, among others, league sources said. So,
league sources said.
Among others. So that's just trying to twist the Mets. If they go get Gio, that's fine, but Cash talk kind of good amount of shit about him.
Yeah. Okay.
They have to be very similar. Can I do something? Because we said we were going to get mad. I'm going to do Gio Urshela, and I'm going to compare his last 2 years with Donaldson's.
Oh, dude, 2022, he was awesome. He blows Donaldson out of the water.
Well, there's people that say Donaldson was in 22 because the OPS plus or whatever was like close.
No.
I don't think so.
Donaldson was bad.
There's people that say that. But I think Gio only played 60 games last year.
Donaldson only played 50.
Yeah, so the games played might be very similar.
182 for Donaldson, a 90 OPS plus. Gio played over 200 with a
206.
110 OPS plus.
Cash. Bad quotes, cash.
Yeah, Donaldson was like 5 times the price, so.
Yeah. You want to pay more and get less? No, we're payless. No, pay less. Get brand name. It's a store, right?
Well, Payless shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got all my shoes growing up.
I thought that there was a barter system.
No, those are my ancestors.
Just saw a good high five between Rob and Mikey.
Okay. Tune in.
That's all we got, guys. Leave a comment. Maybe we'll do a comment review episode coming up. We do have a fun episode coming up in January that we have to plan when the Beebs gets back. And hopefully we react to some stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling sour because I want them to go get the best, coolest stuff.
Right.
But I also understand the hesitancy of the market. But at this point, you got Soto. You got to go be smart. Go find it.
Go be smart.
And Luke Weaver's on the team.
Get some pitching. Spring training invite list, Luke Weaver?
No, I mean, whatever pitcher gets hurt at spring training, Luke Weaver's now in the rotation. And that's sad. Not for Luke Weaver.
Not for Luke Weaver.
Go Yanks. Tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.